What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our very first time playing The Outer Worlds on hard difficulty. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we had just arrived at Fallbrook. So we got some people to talk to here. And some quests. So, I think as of right now, we're about to talk to the main lady. And then we have these two quests, the Sprat Kings and the Empty Man. Have we been in these buildings yet? Okay. Insurance agent.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Dullness of mind?
Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity.
Obviously too common an ailment for insurance to cover.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Huh? Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch, but financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
So you're dodging the authorities?
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction.
What else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
That's all I needed to know.
One thing's for sure. You won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
That's all for now. Okay, anything good here? Not really. Doesn't look like we have anything to sell.
Easy does it.
Thieves will be punished to the full extent of the law. What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Suspicion levels minimal. Carry on.
I didn't think he would patrol. Okay, view recent records. Ahmed Birtwhistle. Loss of gentlemanly honor and good name. I entered into a gentleman's wager with several chaps at Billingsley's regarding the nature and composition of the Spacer's Choice product, tarmac and cheese. I was quite certain the product did contain actual tarmac, and my companions wagered that it surely did not. Lo and behold, investigation into the matter revealed that I had been the victim of a gross misunderstanding. Yet how was I to know what manner of fare common factory workers eat? And how could Spacer's Choice be so irresponsible as to advertise that its products contains tarmac when it clearly does not? The damage to my reputation has been most grievous. I find myself unable to return to my previous haunts for fear of the stares and chuckles that will follow. My honor as a gentleman has been called into question, as has the nature of my relationship with livestock. Denied. Improper form work. Claimant forgot to say the magic word. Fanny Cartwright. Loss of one finger. I've been an assistant sauce operator with C&P for 5 years. Most of the blade guards broke last year and management never replaced them. I lost my left ring finger last week as a result. Resolution denied. Negligible damage. Claimant is right-handed, so the magnitude of this loss is minimal. Update claim. Loss of 3 fingers. The saw I was working came loose yesterday in account of C&P skipping routine maintenance checks. The accident took 2 fingers from my right hand and another from my left. Denied. Self-disqualification. Claimant was missing a finger from a previous incident and should not have been operating sharp machinery. Loss of 4 fingers. Claim unintelligible. Jeez. I definitely couldn't read that. Filed on behalf of C&P. Loss of 1 worker. Assistant saw operator 16J Cartwright lost several digits due to carelessness and negligence. She failed to heed prominently posted warnings about the state of our safety equipment, and the resultant injuries have decreased our factory's productivity and led to multiple stress headaches for management as we struggled to reshuffle worker schedules around 16J. Approved. Oh, God. Good old insurance. Okay.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for a free drink at the Ante Up.
This is the Ante Up, all right, but we don't serve drinks. Hate to break it to you, but Nelson Mason's a con man. Try Yvonne upstairs if you're looking for a swill.
Got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the Ante Up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose and shirk on paying.
I'll get out of your hair. Okay, melee weapon, shotgun. Ooh. Now this is some nice armor that I will buy. We'll keep the dialogue skills. But yeah, this is better armor ratings. I wish there was more, like, differentiation between the armors. Like, rather than just a different color scheme.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Well, it's the strangest thing, really, but I was frozen in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
How many bits are we talking?
More than you can afford at this time.
Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for a free drink at the Ante Up.
Bagged another one, did he? The Ante-Up's downstairs, and they don't serve drinks. Here, have a pity swill, on me.
You do serve drinks at this bar, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer too from time to time.
This is a sublight bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her. You're up.
I'm looking for work.
Who ain't these days? Everything runs through Ms. Malin here, so you might start with her.
Okay. Cool. Let's go talk to Mrs. Malin.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of man-tied dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well? I'm half listening.
Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned. I found a passcode on a corpse in Stellar Bay. I guess it grants access to the extraction site.
Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her, not me.
He was dead when I got there.
Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck-ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Sounds like it. Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Remind me what Alta Vitae gas is?
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
I can get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Oh. Ellie could probably cook something up interesting. No problem. Nyoka's handled Manosaurs before.
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities. You know when to strike and when to wait. Shame what came of your crew.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Close enough. Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Our resident vicar is pretty good with computers. He could hack it.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details. So long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Okay, is there anything else we can talk about?
How's Clive?
Talk about something else.
Sure.
Sandra said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the Northern Bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
100 lie. I'll check it out.
And I'll thank you kindly for it.
About the Borst factory...
What about it, aside from the fact that
Where can I find the factory building?
You mean you can't just follow the stench trail or the squealing bloody murder sounds of little cysty piggies? Once you're clear of the bridge, follow the river southwest.
Okay.
Sure, weren't no skin off my nose.
I think that's it. Alright, let's do the rest of the quest over here.
Ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Efficient, clever, ruthless. I like her.
You crazy people. We need to find a workbench so that we can upgrade our armor and stuff that we just got.
Fancier?
Cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes
That's
again.
an actual named character.
a good spot to wash your clothes.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first day in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Seems it's your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Which crew?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
How'd you wind up in Fallbrook?
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
I'm looking for Devil's Peak.
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical. They're a part of the mountain terrain.
Okay, that's all for now.
Right then. Very well.
Alright, what else do we have in this area? Sprat Kings. Should be a workbench in there. Salvage and shipping. Okay, let's go ahead and modify this armor. Physical armor. Yeah, we'll go physical armor. Electrocharged surface protects us from melee damage. Tech skills. Let's go dialogue and leadership skills. Interactable highlight range, sure. Looks good. Let's go ahead and repair everything. Okay, so we get the dialogue skills from this now. So we can go ahead and swap that out. 35 armor. We'll keep you with this, because you have that, oh, that's this. That's stealth skills. Alright, we'll give that to you then. The helmet is what reduces the weapon spread. Is this a landing pad? We can bring our ship here, nice. Something to keep in mind. Sprat question mark?
To shreds, you say?
Nice. Ammo. Not that we need ammo anymore. Okay, that's gonna be all of that. So we can go ahead and turn in this quest real quick. Since we're over here. And then there should be one more thing to do in this area. And we go back out into the wilderness.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my sprat carriers. Would hate should anything dire have befallen them.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Just tell me straight and don't hold back. I can handle it.
Retrieved your drugs, but Raptidons killed your carriers in the cave.
Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is This is only half! You think you can steal from me?
Punch him in the eye. Get a hold of yourself.
Ow! Damn it, that hurt like the blazes. Okay, all right. You didn't take it. But someone did. Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead Snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
Alrighty then. Find the missing Sprat carriers.
Miss Minnie Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here! Don't you run out that door! It's a cruel world outside! Close the damn door! You'll let my sprats out! Damn it all! Now look what you done! It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder.
I'm looking for some missing Sprats. You wouldn't have seen any around?
Missing? Nope. Mine are all found and accounted for, thank you kindly. Now if that'll be all, I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude of sprats to spay and feed.
These Sprats you stole are drug carriers. I'm here to retrieve the goods.
Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become sprat food, intruder.
No need for vivisection. Sprats possess rapid digestive systems.
You want to dig through sprat droppings? Be my guest. get your drugs, then get lost.
Nice. This is disgusting. How sick. Better pay me well for this.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink.
As a matter of fact, I do.
You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure-fire delivery system. Works almost every time.
That's great. Now pay me.
Right. In my excitement, I very nearly forgot. Haha. As promised, your cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods.
Got some questions.
Hit me. I won't even...
Got any dirt on Catherine?
Miss Catherine Malin is one tough lady. Show her a bit of backbone, and I swear she'll like you more for it.
Okay. Well, we can't confront him about giving us
Sure,
the false slip, but... Okay, we should have one more quest to do here. The Empty Man. So we'll go check this out, and then we can go ahead and get on out of here. Keep exploring the wild.
You'd think folks are pissing in the alley.
Reginald.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
What's going on here?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
You're going to give up everything you've ever believed in just for revenge?
Yes, that's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
Max, stop. It's not too late. Maybe the answer you've been looking for is in that book.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
Weird hermit? Sounds kind of flimsy to me.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say, Vicar?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Okay, so now we gotta go back to Scylla? Okay. Well, first, we're gonna finish up this planet. So it looks like Max is coming along on more adventures.
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
Never mind that. Why did you feel the need to lie about Cheney?
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney.
Are you messed up?
And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
I understand. We all get a little obsessed sometimes. You're forgiven.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
What was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Let's move on. Alrighty, so we go back out into the region and kind of see what's going on. All these quests, weapons from the void. Okay, let's go ahead and hit that first. Ouch.
Never anger a man of the claw.
Libations on me, folks.
That was kind of the first tough fight we've had in a while. Granted, wasn't really expecting them to be right here. Got a little surprise jump on us. Because this is leading up to the bridge. We haven't been up here yet. So I suppose that would make sense. Ooh, who the heck is this?
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Show me what you have. Okay, sadly nothing too crazy. How the heck are we supposed to get over there? Ouch. Falling from greater heights. Reject. That's kind of cool, though. Those perks. But then they take hits on our main stats. Not a huge fan of that. Oh. How the heck did we miss this whole area?
You don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
Everyone all right?
I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Does this make us complicit?
Oh no. Oh no. Was that supposed to happen? How are we supposed to get the key card?
The strong survive and the weak perish.
That was weird. Key card's gotta be up here, right? It's gotta be. I think that was it. Defense Logistics. This terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel with a 237 clearance. If you're reading this without the clearance, please report to your supervisor for immediate termination and disciplinary action, including but not limited to fines in excess of 100,000 bits, detention in a UDL authorized incarceration center for up to 136 months, mandatory corporate policies and value seminars, revocation of company lounge and or bathroom privileges. Research data. Project Lorem Ipsum shall result in a potent, mostly non-lethal crowd control gas for use against rioting, agitated, or excessively numerous crowds. Rich sulfur pockets make Monarch a prime site for testing and experimentation. Early results show promise, but further research is necessary. UDL disavows all knowledge of and responsibility for Lorem Ipsum. All data in this report is considered proprietary knowledge of UDL. Transfer files to external phase. Oh. Messages. Sanders, Miss Valdez, just reporting in to let you know the lab's all set up. We found a good sulfur pocket to drill into, so the data's coming in, but this place smells awful. The only local we've had to make contact with is the sublight boss in Fallbrook. She doesn't ask questions, but I'm pretty sure she's gouging us, and we're all getting sick of expired cysty bits. Sanders, it's supposed to smell awful, that's the point. I don't care what sublight is charging, as long as it keeps your presence there quiet. If word gets out, we're going to spend the rest of our lives in corporate re-education seminars. I don't want to hear from you again until you have a working formula. Once we've got that, you and the rest of the lab rats can come to Byzantium and live on cacao ribs for all I care. And come up with a better name for the project, something flashy and catchy, but that the rest of management will take seriously. Maybe Waterloo or Dangerbird. I'm sick of my boss asking me why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my report. Alternate project titles. If Valdez wants a better title, see how she likes these. She's going to be furious if she ever finds this list, and I'm not covering for you. Make sure these are good and hidden. Thunderdog, Eggs Mayhem, Skunk Parade, F.U. Valdez, I want my raise. Personnel, yep. Letter not actually written by Chairman Rockwell, however, it is an approximation of his tone and vocabulary with a 99.8% degree of accuracy, so you should still feel very ashamed. Research data. After successful trials, management has decided to put Project Notatoy on hold. UDL will instead pursue projects with a wider area of effect for more practical large-scale crowd control. Before anyone asks, this does not mean I'm unlocking the gun, it's still off limits. Early results are promising. We've managed to increase the surface tension of the gloop to create a controlled and predictable spread of the substance. Management wants a catchier name, though. I told Powell we're not calling the project Sticky Bits, but he refuses to refer to it as anything else. It doesn't even make sense. The gloop particles are nearly frictionless. Powell and Chastity have started to show interest in the project, which should be good, but their trials seem to involve covering various hard-to-reach surfaces in gloop and launching expensive equipment at them. I'm going to have to talk with them. Someone filled my underwear drawer with gloop. I have theories. Chastity used the gloop gun in our office paintball game yesterday. She said it was a mistake, but this is the third time she's made the same mistake, and she managed to cover the door panel with the stuff. Damn thing's been going haywire ever since. Do you know how hard it is to clean gloop? Chastity doesn't because every time I pull out the latex and solvent, she remembers she's got actual work to do. From now on, I'm locking the damn gun up. To confirm that you are an authorized Universal Defense Logistics Security Specialist, please answer the following questions. You are attending a company meeting at HHC headquarters in Byzantium and vile distance attacking the building. What is your priority? Well, definitely protect the chairman. Override. Protect the chairman. Proceeding with security check. You are perusing one of your many UDL personal security mega outlets and enjoying your fine selection of employee compliance equipment when you are approached by a stranger. He makes an offhanded comment that could be construed as an indirect insult to Chairman Rockwell. What do? Berate him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day you discover that they have been reading unsanctioned stories to your children. What do? Arrest your spouse and admit your children to a re-education program. Correct response. The gloop gun. These damages are horrible. Okay. Alright, well that's everything over here now, so I guess the next quest is going to be Radio Free Monarch. Although, let's fast travel back here. Because if we follow... Yeah, if we follow the road to the right this time... Oh, all this stuff respawned already? Oh. Oh, it's this guy again.
Well, if it isn't my friendly... Care to...
Weston, right? What are you doing out here?
Ah, the iconoclasts have folk around the wilderness. Occasionally, some of them come to me for aid, providing they can't make it back to Amber Heights.
Iconoclast, huh? What do you think about their leader?
Well, I try to keep my head down, but I have heard that Graham fella rambling on a few too many times. Might say he's obsessed. Were I the type to say a thing like that.
Not right now, thanks. That's cool.
I'll take your confession now.
Too easy. Oh no, we're full. Okay, time to start breaking some things down then. I guess we will go sell to this guy real quick.
Welcome back. Care to...
Show me what you have. Sell. Let's repair everything. Okay, we have the extra hammer for Parvati. We need to put some of these special weapons away. Then let's sell all of our junk. Freeze up an okay amount of weight. How much money are we at? 47K. Looks like something should be back here. There's mines. Good lord. Where's this going? Oh, to the lab. Okay, this was the other side of the bridge. Perfect.
This is new. The way the edges are burned, I guess people did this, not the wilds.
Alright, now we should be able to fast travel back down here. That way we don't have to go all the way around. And, we want to start exploring this way. Suppose we'll need to do this quest first.
Here we go. Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Nice.
Well, gotta admit, you're tougher than I expected. I turn back. This path has been a death trap for many. Safer paths up can be found to the west.
You turned back. Now I want to go this way. Whoa.
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
Everyone all right?
Whoa. That was a big boy.
I've had quite enough of you!
Oh. Nicely done. I can definitely see why this path was so dangerous. There's like a lot of areas to go here. Nice. I feel like our inventory is gonna get full again here real soon.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
I feel like that was the other way. do we have going on up here? Oh, this whole like area leads around. There's a lot to explore out here. Ooh, this might be a dead end. Hammer of Olympus. Whoa. Doesn't seem very good, but at least damage-wise. That's cool, though. Yeah, there's definitely something like back here that I feel like we still need to check out. Other than that, I think we've cleared just about everything, although maybe there's something back here. Can't really tell.
How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
Girl, we've been fighting marauders this whole time. That's a crazy way to die. Alrighty. Well, it looks like we've cleared out the outside at least. So... definitely have more people about.
Hit! We're destined to die!
Did she hit that from there? She most definitely can. Okay, so we will go ahead and head up top next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.